Ladies and gentlemen, one of the common tactics of Rigathi Gachagua is holding interviews. And while in the United States of America, he did not waste that chance. He also had a proper and good interview in local language within the United States of America.
Na Kuria ri Moses ure atiga wira ri gutiri wira atigite ni kubangwa arabangirwo kiathukia kirima no kiaganie kirima ungirora mbica marahurwo na mundu ucio urathukirie indo cia nyumba itu ri he mbica irathiuruka marahurwo nake manyitanite moko magikenanira tondu wira ucio marabangite kindu ki marabangite handu hapo.
In this interview, he alluded that Moses Kuria is working with Mainanjenga. And we all know what Mainanjenga means to the Mount Kenya people. Rigathi Gachagua has exposed Moses Kuria's plans. Because there's a photo that Moses Kuria was seen holding hands with Mainanjenga. I had personally to use my friend Martin to be able to understand deeply what Rigathi Gachagua was saying in that particular interview. But the main point that came out from that clip, it is that Moses Kuria could be working with Mainanjenga. As we all know, Moses Kuria, he could not hesitate. He also gave his reply. And Moses Kuria did the reply on X. And this is what he said. That he's learning from the best. And that he was in the same room when Rigathi Gachagua paid the same people, allegedly Mainanjenga's people, to go and destroy the farm of Uhuru Kenyatta, the Northland farm, and steal goats and sheep from there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the reply of Moses Kuria, I am able to make so many observations, and that is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, kindly feel free to subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I literally give my number here deliberately so that you guys can engage me. For those who are not able to text, talk to me and let me know on what is happening in your local region. Don't forget to inform me where you're watching my videos from. Ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting of time, let me dive into the topic today. Now, there are so many observations I made from Moses Kuria's tweet or reply to Rigathi Gachagua. Number one, is up to ensure that there is no good relationship between Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua. Before I take you through on the gist of that, first let me just remind you this. Rigathi Gachagua has come out openly to defend Uhuru Kenyatta.
Lakini wacha nikuambie William Ruto, ukiendelea kutumia vijana kutukana Uhuru Kenyatta, next time utakuja Mulima, mimi nitatoa amri, hawa wananchi watakutukana wewe mwenyewe. Neguo. Lazima sasa kuanzia leo ni kinge na kumlinda ndugu yangu Uhuru Kenyatta.
He told the people of Mount Kenya that he will not sit back and watch their son being attacked and abused by William Ruto and his men. Now that is a clear indication that there's a good relation. There are steps towards a good relationship between Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, assuming that these people could be together as we speak today, or maybe they could be working together, and or assuming that these two are working on a good relationship among them, or maybe between them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, then Moses Kuria is up to ensure that the two do not succeed. In the sense that the best way to ensure that they don't succeed is by dividing them. In Moses Kuria's tweet, he alluded that Rigathi Gachagua is the person who paid goons to go and steal Uhuru Kenyatta's goats and sheep from the Northland farm. He also alluded at some point before that he's going to join the Jubilee party. First of all, siding with one party and leaving the other, and especially the one whom you are not in good terms with, it's a clear indication that you want to separate the two. In that if he aligns himself with Uhuru Kenyatta, then Rigathi Gachagua will not be able to join Uhuru Kenyatta because already Uhuru Kenyatta is working with his enemies. A clear indication that if that succeeds, if he goes to Jubilee party, then Rigathi Gachagua will work on his own. And if Moses Kuria will be in the Jubilee party, his mission is to ensure that he elevates the Jubilee party to counter the DCP party. That is a clear indication. First, Moses Kuria have divided the Mount Kenya region in terms of the support for Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua. Also, ladies and gentlemen, remember William Ruto is also targeting to ensure that the number of MPs or maybe seats that are going to be captured by the DCP party have reduced significantly. So they'll ensure that the Jubilee party comes inside and also takes a number of seats from there. But I don't think it's going to succeed, because if there's something that Rigathi Gachagua is working on, is to ensure that it captures the entire Mount Kenya region. So as we speak today, that is the plan of Moses Kuria. However, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might be asking, why is it that Moses Kuria is targeting the division between Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua? The first thing that you have to know is that a united Mount Kenya is very dangerous to President William Ruto. And a united Mount Kenya will decide where the winner will be. Whether it is Rigathi Gachagua, whether it is Matiang'i, whether it is Kalonzo, if the Mount Kenya votes for any of this person as a block, then that means that person is going to win. And everyone knows that if Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua work together, you cannot break that mountain. Even if you use which method, you cannot. So in a nutshell, if Moses Kuria is a project of President William Ruto, then dividing Uhuru Kenyatta and Moses and Rigathi Gachagua's relationship, ensuring that these people are not together, it's a huge achievement for President William Ruto. That is my first observation that I made. My observation number 2, ladies and gentlemen, it is that Moses Kuria is up to ensuring that Rigathi Gachagua's name is spoiled outside here. He's exposing him immensely on any bad thing that he might have been suspected to have done, or he might have done well in government. To give an example, he showed very well that he is the one who planned the destruction of the Northland farm, stealing of the goats and sheep. Apart from that, before Moses Kuria had exposed that, Rigathi Gachagua was against forming a mountain party, which resulted to the mountain region being dumped by President William Ruto. So he has been shifting blame to Rigathi Gachagua now and then. That is a clear indication that Moses Kuria is up to ensuring that the name of Rigathi Gachagua is changed according to how people know him. But what I know very well, Rigathi Gachagua's comebacks are dangerous. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now another thing that I was able to note from there, and is that the moment Moses Kuria brings some divisive politics between the Mount Kenya people, especially on the leaders, eventually be able to actually destabilize Mount Kenya region. In that now the Mount Kenya will be focused on the wrangles that will be happening there, and the united cause, a unity cause that has already started in Mount Kenya, will at some point be diverted. So that is also another mission of Moses Kuria, to destabilize the Mount Kenya focus and ensure that they have shifted to the blame games and also the games of division that are occurring between the Mount Kenya people and Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta. But I feel strongly that if Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta decide to work together, then Moses Kuria will lose it. Ladies and gentlemen, I also noted from this interview that there's an attempt, a deliberate one, to create some perception that the Mount Kenya is divided and there's no leader in Mount Kenya. So that is why Moses Kuria has been brought. And in fact, going forward, we are going to see Moses Kuria doing so many rallies. And in these rallies, Moses Kuria is going to spit some wisdom. And in these rallies, Moses Kuria is going to give a perception that Mount Kenya still is not under Rigathi Gachagua or even Uhuru Kenyatta. So that perception, politically, it is important in that it's going to show that William Ruto is going to win. Because we all know that at the very Mount Kenya, it's almost a 50% plus win for William Ruto. So that is what Moses Kuria is interested on, creating a perception of which, as we speak today, I don't think the people of Mount Kenya might allow. But if you will allow, please on the comment section, share with me. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I have to state here is that Moses Kuria has admitted is going to work with Mainanjenga. And we all know what Mainanjenga means. According to me, Moses Kuria is going to destroy his career. The future career he wants to build right now cannot be built by dividing or maybe working with Mainanjenga. It can only be built by working with the current leaders that are there, Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta combined. But if he plans to divide Mount Kenya or maybe work the other way around using Mainanjenga, then the people of Mount Kenya are going to be up in arms to reject Moses Kuria, not just now, but even in the future. Because Mainanjenga represents some bad memories that the people of Mount Kenya want to move away from. I don't know what is your take, but that is my opinion as far as Moses Kuria's reply is concerned. But on the comment section, please feel free to share with me on what you feel. My name is Abel Mokwa. Let's keep engaging here at Mokwa Time. See you next time.